Good morning, students. This is going to be our lesson on transformations, which is lesson 38 of grade 7 math book. There is a quiz today, so please make sure you look over this quiz. There's also an open math block from 10 to 11. So we're talking about transformations and different ways of how transformations are made. Transformations being changes in the shape. And we start off with this example right here. Okay, so I have my point of origin and I have point A, B, and C. And I'm saying that, imagine I could turn this into a triangle. There, now it's a triangle. And I could say, okay, I want to have a unit scale of 2. So I'm going to have a unit scale of 2. And what I should be doing is I compare from the origin to point A, how large is that? Or how do I get there? And then I'm going to figure out where my new point A will be. So I want to say, okay, let's start with B and C because they're easier. So B and C have units of the length is 2, and if it's a unit scale of 2, I'm going to just double it. So even it was 2 originally, I'm going to double it, and that means I'm going to be 4 units away. Okay, and this one is also 2. I'm going to multiply by 2, and it's going to be 4 units away. And that means this one's going to go down over here. Oh, that's kind of inconvenient because I wrote my other question too close. Over here, this is C prime. This is B prime. Now, for point A is a little bit odd. How do I do this? So what I should do for this question is I should figure out what the horizontal distance is and the vertical distance, and then double both of those. So if I find my horizontal distance from O to A, that is 2. So I'm going to say horizontal equals 2 times 2, so that's 4. And vertical is, sorry, I'm trying to write this neatly. Vertical is 1 times 2, which equals 2. So that means I need to have for my point A, oh, I'm sorry, this should be that. There, that makes more sense. My horizontal distance should be 4 points or 4 units away, and my vertical distance should be 2 units up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. This is my new location of A prime, and this is my new, that's kind of interesting. That is my new triangle. All right, so my original triangle is this little guy right here, and my new triangle is this guy over here. And what I did was I said I have a unit scale of 2, so I compared my origin to my point A, and I just extended them all. Now, you can do it that way if I give you a unit scale or if the book gives you a unit scale, but sometimes you need to figure out what the unit scale is. So let's see how we can do that. So here we have our original point. We have our point of origin, which is O right here. And what I did was I said, okay, I'm going to measure from A to B and see what that distance is. So from A to B, I have 1, 2, 3 units. Okay. Now I already had my, so essentially in this one, I was given my image already and I need to figure out what the unit scale is. So sometimes I'm given my origin and then I need to use my unit scale to figure out what the new image is. This time I have my original image and the the second image, and now I need to figure out my scale. So a quick way of doing this is I should measure from A to B, which is what I did, 3 units. I'm going to measure from prime A, or A prime to B prime, and that's 6 units. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare these two things. I'm going to make a ratio essentially. So A prime B prime line over AB. And that's going to give me 6 units over 3 units, which gives me the answer of 2. So my unit scale for this question is actually 2 as well. So whenever you're doing these types of questions, remember the image always needs to go first. Okay, so the image is always the top. Another way of writing this exact same thing would be A prime B prime in comparison to AB. Okay, but the image always has to go first, always is at the top, and it's in reference to the original, right? Now, whenever we are doing this type of work, anytime we're dealing with ratios of comparison, if it's greater than 1, that means the image is going to become larger than the original, and that means it's getting stretched out. The opposite is also true. So that means anytime the ratio of comparison is less than 1, the image is becoming smaller. Okay? This is sort of a summary of the last couple of pages, and I'd like you to do number 1, 2, 3, and 6 on page 180 and 181. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Please come to the math block. Bye.